Hello and welcome to another episode of Political Empire. I'm Alicia Robinson for the Press Enterprise and PE.com, and today we are going to hear from reporter David Olson, who can tell us a little bit about a new piece of legislation that Governor Brown recently signed to do with the rights of transgender people. So David, tell us, what does this law do?
The law, which will go into effect on January 1st, will allow students in all California school districts, public school districts, to use facilities and to participate in programs based upon their gender identity rather than biological gender. So, for example, someone who is born biologically female but identifies as male would then be able to use facilities for male students, for boys. And for that matter, to, for example, join boys' basketball teams or football teams or track or whatever.
Okay. And where did the inland lawmakers fall on this? I mean, how did they vote on this bill?
Actually, only one inland lawmaker voted in favor of it. It was Jose Medina, who's a Democrat from Riverside. Cheryl Brown, who's a Democrat from San Bernardino, was one of only two Democrats in the entire legislature to vote against it. And most inland legislators did not vote, and that included folks such as Senators Bill Emerson from Hemet and Richard Roth from Riverside did not vote on this.
And what kind of reaction are you hearing from, the different segments of the community? There are educators obviously have an opinion about this, also the LGBT community, and then also people who might be opposed to the law, maybe more conservative, people with more conservative views. What reactions are you hearing?
Well, first, the conservative groups, some express what really words like outrage, for example, on this, and you have groups such as the Pacific Justice Institute, which is a conservative legal organization, is already looking for plaintiffs to file a lawsuit against the new law to try to strike it down. And then you have lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender groups praising the law. And then in some school districts, my colleague Dana Straley talked to someone in Moreno Valley Unified, so they've been working with a transgender girl to try to accommodate her. And I talked with a transgender boy from Murrieta Mesa High School, said he's found a lot of support there. It's interesting though, I asked him about using restrooms. He said he still would be nervous about using a boys' restroom, so he's going to continue to go to the nurse's office despite that. And that's what, the reaction I was seeing and that Dana had gotten as well, is a lot of times, even though the law may be in effect, it doesn't mean all transgender students are going to be comfortable doing that. They're all at different levels of comfort in their transition, in their gender identity. So it all depends, I think, on the person, but this law requires school districts to accommodate them if they request that accommodation.
Okay. All right. Thank you, David, and thank you for watching Political Empire.